أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أفلا يتدبرون القرآن ولو كان من عند غير الله لوجدوا فيه اختلافا كثيرا.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. So these are the verses from Surah Al Baqarah. Today we are going to understand the verse number 7 up to inshallah at least few verses. So we have learned in Surah Al Baqarah in the beginning that what the guidance means and who are the people going to be guided. So I just want to remind all of you there is no guidance in this world except in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we want to know really how to live in this world, the only book which can teach us how to live in this world is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever you rely on the teaching. Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So as I explained, these are the verses from Surah Al Baqarah. And the guidance actually is in the Qur'an. Allah is the one who created the people and He is the one who guides people. So He says in the Qur'an, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُ عَيْنَيْنِ وَلِسَانًا وَشَفَتَيْنِ وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. We are the one who created the mankind and we have given the mankind all the abilities and all the faculties. They see, they hear, everything that people have got, understanding, thinking, seeing, hearing, it all has been given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He made people like that. And on the top of that, He also sent guidance to the people. So He sent the messengers, He revealed the books, so people never can be confused. So they have ability to understand, but it could be possible that when they work out guidance themselves, they do mistakes. Why? Because when you have your own desire, so you more likely you have problem to follow the guidance. Very often, for example, people know that smoking is bad. It is going to harm their health. But if they are addicted to smoking, they smoke. They don't give up. So they know it is bad, they still keep doing it. So there are many people know lying is bad, but they still keep lying. People know that backbiting is bad, but they still keep doing. So if people are left with the guidance, they will corrupt it because they have a desire. So that's why guidance must be external. It should be coming from outside. It is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the guidance externally from the heaven through angel Jibreel alayhi salam. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not make guidance. The guidance does not come from himself because he is also a human being. He also has subject. He is subject to many things. He is not perfect in every single sense. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made guarantee that the guidance comes from him through an angel to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He learns and then he teaches the people. So that guidance came, and now the Quran says when guidance comes, people are divided into 3 major groups. The first group of the people are those who really have keen interest in the desire. They know in this world, they don't know how to worship Allah. They want to worship, but they don't know how to worship. They want to follow the law, but they don't know what the law is. They know if they follow their own desire, they will be in corruption. They know this thing, but they don't know really what should do. The people like that, they're waiting for the guidance. So when guidance comes, they receive it, they learn it, and they follow it. The top people among them are people like Abu Bakr Siddiq, Umar al-Faruq, Uthman, Ali, Khadija, Aisha. These people, when the guidance came to them, they learnt it, they received it, they understood it, and they followed it. And they improved better and better. They are the people who are chosen people. Quran says they are the successful people. They are the one who will enter into paradise. Then the second group of the people Quran is going to mention, those people who don't have any interest. Actually, their interest is in the conflict with the guidance. They think if they listen to the Quran, they follow the Prophet ﷺ, then they will no more remain leaders of Makkah, leaders of Quraysh. So they don't want guidance. And that's what Quran said, that the people who are mustaghani means they don't have any need, any urge for the guidance, they never can be guided. Never. Allah wants to see from you that you want guidance. If you don't do, Allah will not force guidance upon you. So understand properly. Always have keen interest, urge in your heart to follow the guidance. That's what you need to create in your children. Your children need to have an urge, a mind which is prepared to guide us. So when the guidance comes, they're guided. But people think, no, I don't need it. They never be guided. For example, just imagine really, like in India, for example, in the summer, people are, very hot. So they have urge, desire, if they can get, any machine which can cool the air and make the whole house, better, because they don't like the heat. So if people sell cooling machine or fan or something like that, they will buy because they need it. If they have money, they will buy it. But imagine if somebody in India who made a lot of cooling machine, coolers, and then he comes to England, in London, in the winter, or in your Reading, in the winter, where the cliff freezing, and he comes here and sells a cooling machine. Those coolers, are you going to buy from him? No, because you don't need it. There's no urge in you. It's useless. So the person will come and spend time, and then he'll go back to India and say, "Oh, people in India are so stupid. I went there and England, and they don't buy any cooling machine. Did not buy." Reason is because people don't have need. People don't have any urge for that. If people don't have any urge for that, even if you sell cheaper, they will not buy it. It's a waste of money, waste of time. Similarly, when guidance comes, if people don't have any mind, no need, no urge, they will not be guided. So that's what the Quran is saying, that Inna alladhina kafaru, those people who unbelieved. They are not going to believe. So people say, but those who are unbelievers, that's why Quran came to make them believer. So now the Quran said, it is same, whether you warn them or don't warn them, they are not going to believe. So why Quran has come? No, Quran is not talking about the general kuffar, the common kuffar and unbelievers. Quran is talking about specific people. Those people who don't have any urge, no desire to be guided. Those people who insist on their path. The people like Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, leaders of Quraysh, they don't want any guidance. They are happy with their own way of life. They are pleased with that. They want their system to continue. They have no interest in any way. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is important to them, their own leadership. Like you can see, many ministers and people of the leadership and people of the government in many countries, they don't have any interest to learn anything. They're happy. They got power, position, money, and they want to enjoy the life. Rich people, for example, many rich people, they think they got everything. They've got the houses, palace, they've got money, they've got resources, they've got servants, slaves. People work for them, they're happy. They have no interest to read any book of Quran or guidance or meet good people, no. Because they think there's no need for them. These are the people that never can be guided. People have got their own true nature, their own fitra. In this series, in this world, why I'm here? Who made me? Who created me? Why he created me? Why I'm born and then I'm die? I'm going to die. The purpose cannot be just to eat and drink and enjoy. It can't be the purpose. People who think, they understand, they use the mind, these are the people who are going to be guided. But those people who don't think, they don't use the mind, they don't really have time for that. And that's actually how the modern life is. Many people, they wake up in the morning, they go for the work, they come in the evening, they're so tired, they don't want to think. So what happens is they watch TV, because in TV you don't think, somebody else thinks and puts ideas and everything in your mind. Just you follow that. The news as comes, you don't analyze them. You accept everything because you have no time to think. And thinking the most tiring thing. So people like that never can be guided. They never can reform actually. Actually they do what TV says. Whatever they learn from TV, they never criticize it. They never question any information. Anything. If TV, if it comes advertisement that you apply this cream and you become handsome or something like that, or you do this, you get this happiness, or go for a tourism to this country, you become so happy. You buy the ticket and go when you got holidays. You never have any mind to think, because there's no thinking time in your life. That's how the life has been made. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only guides people when they use their faculties, what Allah has given them. For every information, use the mind. For every information, analyze it. Does it make sense or not? People who don't have time for that, they always will be misguided. They never can be guided. Most people are like that. They're happy with the way they are. They don't question. They don't think really, is it the best way? Even some people should think really that every day I get up in the morning, go for the work hard, they come in the evening, dinner and enjoyment, and then one them go dry. What will happen? Why all this effort? People should think, but most people, they don't think. So that's what the Quran says. The people like that, they never can be guided. The Quran says, those people who unbelieved, meaning the messenger came, he reminded them, he asked them to use their mind, to understand their nature, to learn about their Lord, to learn about the universe, to learn their own place in this universe. No, that thing, we don't have time. It doesn't make any sense to us. They want to basically close their mind. If people are like that, then the Quran says whether you warn them or you don't warn them, they are not going to believe. And that we have seen in the life of Nuh alayhi salam, the great messenger. Quran said that Nuh alayhi salam had been warning his people for 950 years, not 1, 2 years, 950 years. The guidance did not benefit them, nothing. All the same resistance, same opposition, until Nuh alayhi salam was commanded by his Lord to make dua against those people, and they have been destroyed because there is no hope they are going to believe. So most people, they are like that. That's what we need really. We need to create an urge in the people. We need to make people to think. We need to make people to question. Like Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he was born, in this family of Adar, his father, what Adar does, he makes idols, sells them. He and all the people worship idols. So they're not thinking. Adar never think that I am the one who make these idols. So how they can help me? How they can, these idols can be, beneficial for me? How they can give me children? How they can benefit me? How they can harm me? He never thinks. But Ibrahim, a pure person, born in the same family, uses the mind. So he says to his father, "Oh, my father, why do you worship something which cannot benefit, cannot harm, does not eat, does not drink, nothing?" So for others said that this is what people have been doing. My family, my father, grandfather, everybody has been doing. That's what I'm doing. So Ibrahim said, but they are wrong. They are in a clear error. You can see. Use your mind. They don't want to use their mind. They don't want to think really their fathers have been, ancestors have been wrong. They don't want to think like that. So they did not listen to Ibrahim alayhi salam. That's what happens. If people think and use the mind, guidance will come to them. And guidance will be clear. So Quran has come. Quran never going to force anybody to be guided. You put your house 100 copies of the Quran. No guidance. Even if people read Quran and they don't understand it, the Quran never going to guide you. Quran actually does not need you. You need the Quran. If people make effort to understand what is there really, they have an urge to understand, they want to understand what Allah said, what my Lord said, then the Quran will guide you. Otherwise, you can see that many people know the Quran by heart, memorize the Quran, read Taraweeh, but in real life, they remain the same. No improvement. They never become nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They never understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They never become more pious. Actually, sometimes they cheat. They do everything what everybody else does. The Quran is there. Quran actually in their chest. They know it by heart, but they don't want to understand it. This book does not give you anything unless you make effort to understand it and then follow. The Quran said it is a book full of blessing. Mubarak. When? If you understand it. It is a book of the blessing if you follow it. If people only read it in Taraweeh, but don't understand it, don't follow it, the book is not going to guide anybody. It does not guide anybody. You can see, like, for example, if you learn somewhere that honey is very good for your health, and you buy different types of the honey, Indian honey and this honey, all pure honey in many jars, and you put in your house everywhere, decorate your house, but you never eat it. The honey is not going to cure you. It's impossible, never going to cure you. Or maybe you memorize all the brahs of the honey. Nothing will happen. The only way honey can be beneficial, that you understand why it does, its function, and then eat it. Then honey will do its job. You need to understand it, and then you need to act upon it. The Quran, if people get all the copies of Quran, but they never understand it, never think what it said, it is not going to guide them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these people, because they have no urge for the Quran, no urge for the guidance, it is same whether you warn them or don't warn them, they are not going to listen. Khatam Allahu ala qulubihim. When Allah has given you some abilities, you use them, He grows it. He will make it better, more and more. But if people don't use it, then those abilities are taken away from you. Allah gave you mind to think, to understand. If you use them, then you become sharper. You understand more and more. You become more clever. Like you see the people, students who learn in the, the classes, and if they're clever, they use their mind, they become even more clever. There's no need for that. They can become. Similarly, people who got the mind, if they don't use the mind to understand the universe, to understand the science of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what He said, His commands, they don't care about that. So then what Allah does, the abilities are taken away from them. And they remain happy with their way of life. They think, they even don't care. If you have abilities, at least it reminds you. Abilities are taken away from you. So Quran says, Khatam Allahu ala qulubihim. Allah has put a seal on their hearts. They can't receive anything. They can't understand anything. They can't think about anything. If somebody wants to teach them, they will not listen. Because Allah said, Allah has put a seal on their hearing. To teach them Quran, they don't want to listen. Their mind will be somewhere else. Quran does not make any sense to them. Guidance does not help them. Allah has put a seal on their hearts and their hearing. وَعَلَىٰ أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ. And there is a covering on their eye, so they can't see. So this is a really big punishment for the people. That people have eye and they can't see Allah's signs. People have got hearing, but they can't hear Allah's signs, teachings. People have got the mind and the heart, but they can't understand, can't think. This is no doubt a big curse on the people. And the biggest curse you can imagine, that you've got all the abilities, everything is there, but still you are in a way as you don't have anything. You have mind, but you don't use it. You have eye, but you don't use it. You have got ear, but you cannot hear anything. That's actually how the most people are. Things are there. Quran says they pass by the science, they don't understand. The science come to their ear, they can't think. Their mind actually knows things are there, mind cannot accept. So, this, and then because you did not use properly, and Allah is given for a purpose, He's going to punish you. He's going to question these people that I gave you these abilities, why didn't you use them? Why didn't you understand the guidance? And why didn't you follow that? Allah is going to question the day of judgment. And then He said, وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. And for them is a big punishment. Punishment is because they were given chance, but they did not use the chance. Enough life really to understand the guidance, to understand everything, but they did not use it. To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, for them is a big punishment. You can see what Abu Lahab, he is from the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Enough chance to understand him, but no, he became enemy of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Jahl is also from same Quraysh. No way to understand and think about the guidance. It is his own language. It is the Quran, the Arabic language. He understands it, but he does not want to follow it. Does not want to listen to it. The people like that, they never got the guidance, and they have been killed and punishment in this world and in thereafter. So Allah says, وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. And you can see there are many, many clever people among the unbelievers, philosophers, thinkers, scientists. But what happens? No guidance. So Allah will question that you got such a great mind. You can invent so many things. You can make, computers. You can make, all these, great inventions. But you could not understand guidance. Could not think about that. When an apple falls from the tree, so what you learn from the apple is that the earth must have gravity. Otherwise it falls. Otherwise the apple should go up. Why it came down? Because the earth must have gravity. That you understood. But why did you use your mind to understand more? Why didn't you think who made the earth? Who made the apple? Why did he make it? Who is the one who is making all that? Why he gave you apple? Do you not think about your Lord, your Creator, your Master? Only thing you understand from falling of the apple is that the earth has gravity. But you didn't understand really that who made it, why he made it, why he gave all that. That is done by Ibrahim al-Islam. Ibrahim al-Islam, the real thinker. For every single thing questions, why my Lord make it? You just imagine, if I invite you to my house and make nice food, all the things, that people need, like, kebab, samosa, meat and biryani, every single thing there, nice table and all those things. So if you are a noble person, first you should understand really that why this person has invited me, why is spending so much money on me, why is doing all this favor upon me, and then you should thank me. If you understand why I'm doing, first thing is actually why this person invited me. He's spending so much money, so much time, so much energy, nice food, good smell. Why is doing that? It's his own time. If he did not like, he could not invite me. Why he invited me? If I invite you to my house, you'll be grateful. Thinking. But imagine actually, you don't care who invited me. Oh, it's such a nice, let's eat. Don't care. I don't know who made. It's nice food, let me eat. And then it comes to your mind, okay, I use a spoon and the plate. Let me thank the spoon and the plate. And then you thank the spoon and the plate. Are you clever? You think, oh, it's such a great spoon because the spoon I was able to eat. Such a nice plate because this plate I was able to put the food in the plate. You don't think about the person who made it. You all think about the plate and the spoon and you thank the spoon. This is stupidity. Not using the mind properly. That's what the problem with the people really is. Allah gave them this earth. Rain comes from the heaven. The plant, the plants grow from the earth. You got parent. You got even language. You got eyes. You got everything. But the question never comes to your mind, who made this? Why he made? Why I am here? Why I am born? Then why I am going to die? What will happen to me? Until you die, I will never question. So tell me, it is a real problem of the mind not thinking. So Allah says people like that, they have got a big punishment. Adabun azim. Big punishment for people like that. So these are second group. They are indifferent. They don't want to understand anything. There are third group as well. Third group is more those people, they just follow their interest, political interest. Hypocrite. If they think Islam makes, Islam is advancing, Islam is conquering the countries, I become Muslim, then I get out the benefit. I get money, I get salary, I get all those things. Okay, let's accept Islam for the worldly benefit. We don't believe in anything, but Islam gives something, power and all those things. Like for example, you don't believe in Labour Party, but you think that the Labour Party has got the government, let's join the Labour Party. So at least we get some benefit on this thing and that thing, and you join for that. Next time Conservative Party win, you join that. You keep switching from one to the other. So you basically don't believe in any party. What happening is you only believe in your interest. So there are many people, like you can see in India, Pakistan. In Pakistan, they call people like that Lota. So what is Lota? So people, what means really is they don't have any belief. They don't have any ideology. They're only interested in their own position. So if in this party they get a position, a ticket, they follow that. Next time, if they find another party offers them something bigger, they switch to that. So there's no loyalty. They're not loyal to anybody. Among the human beings, they're always a group like that. They never believe anything. They don't have any principles. They don't have any ideas. They don't have, any real thinking. What they do, they only have their own, short interest. They follow that. So they are the people really in Medina, Jews. Jews are the people in Medina. They follow this thing. That Islam has come, rising power. Let's make a peace with the Prophet ﷺ. Make peace, get benefit. Next time they saw, no, Islam is in danger and Makkans are more powerful. So they made conspiracy, they switched to Makkans. They kept changing their side. And because they had influence in Medina, so there are some non-Jews in Medina who also are under their influence. They call it hypocrite. So these are the people, a third group in Medina. They neither with these people, neither with other people, they keep changing the side. So people like that, they also never can. Allah does not need people. People need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah said, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Among the people, there are those who say, we believe in Allah and we believe in the last day. They know this is what if Muslims say. The Muslims believe in Allah and the last day, because these two things include everything. If you believe in Allah, you must believe in the messenger. If you believe the last day, then you must believe in the good action, because last day means judgment and reward. So they say we believe in Allah and last day. They say it. They don't believe it. The Quran says, among the people, there are those who say this. They say we are believers. We believe in Allah and the last day. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah says, but they are not believers. There's nothing in the heart, nothing in the mind. It's all just worldly interest. Like for example, you see in our countries, some politicians, if they want, time for election comes, they want to vote. So they go to Hindu, oh, please vote for me. And then they will go to their temples to make them happy. Next day, they will go to a Shia group, ask them to give the vote, and they will do something which Shia people do. Next day, they will go to Barelvi people, and they say what Barelvi say. Next day, they go to Devandi, and this what you can say they go to shrine. Basically, these politicians, when they want to get your vote, they do what you do. And next time they go into new community, they change it. Because their interest is not in what you believe. Their interest is to get you benefit from you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, among the people, there are those who don't believe in anything. They don't believe in what you say. What they say, they claim that they're believers. They say we are believing in Allah and the last day. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. They are not believers. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. They make effort to deceive Allah and deceive the believers. Their whole effort is to deceive. So they make Allah think, oh, they're believers, but they don't believe, but they don't want to deceive Allah. They want to deceive the believers. Just think, who can deceive Allah? Allah knows all the secrets. Allah knows their mind. Before they say something, Allah knows it. So who can deceive Allah? So Allah said they want to deceive Allah and the believers. وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. But the truth is, they don't deceive anyone other than themselves. They are never going to be harmed. If guidance has come to you and you don't accept it, don't receive it, and you just want to cheat people, you are in harm. Nobody else. You are in the problem. Nobody else. if people basically, if the flood has come and you have got boat and ships, you don't ride it, you're going to be harmed. The Quran has come to save you, but you don't respect it. Who is going to harm you? You're going to be harmed. So that Quran, this actually is always very true, really. In this world, very often people think they're clever and they do whatever they like, really. And through their cleverness, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroys them, harms them. It all the time keep happening. Allah says in the Quran that umli lahum, I give time to the people. When the people rebellious, don't listen to me, I give them more chance. So they become more happy that they do whatever they like. And in that chance, I'm going to seize them. They're going to work against them. In Nakaidi Mateen, my plot is very, very powerful. Like you see what happened in Bangladesh. These leaders, they got chance to rule. The easy thing is to make your people happy, to be fair, with everybody. Election comes, fair election. Sometime you win, sometime you lose. Then you get next chance. You remain to serve your country with dignity. And if people like you, they're going to elect you again. But you think, no, let me cheat. Let me remain in the power forever. And you manipulate. You change the system. You basically deceive the people. You don't respect their, the people and their will. Their will is something they want change. You don't respect. And you think you're clever. You think, I have put all the leaders in the prison. I can do whatever I like. I got good relations with the neighboring countries. Now I'm safe. An army is in my hand. I made, the person who is in charge of the army, commander-in-chief, somebody my relative. I'm safe. No. If Allah wants to destroy you, He will do from where you cannot imagine. And then something happen, you will lose your dignity, run away. Now you have no chance. This is how Allah does. People don't realize really. Whenever people cheat, whenever people deceive, whenever people don't follow Allah's law, then they think they're clever, but they don't. By doing that, they're harming themselves. That itself actually is your destruction. That was going to destroy you. That all the time keep happening. Whenever anybody cheats, that cheating will turn against him anytime. Whenever people deceive anybody, so they think, they're so clever, they can deceive anybody. So they do this, and that deception actually harm them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, these people, they make effort to deceive Allah and those who believe. Why? Actually, they don't deceive except themselves, but they don't realize, they don't understand. So anyway, these verses actually are more detailed, inshallah. So I'll explain next time. But if you have any question, please ask. So there's a question here.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Anybody got questions?
Yeah, this side there's a question.
Okay. Thank you for the talk. My question was, when the Quran says that they have put a seal on the hearts and the ears and the eyes of the disbelievers, why does it not explicitly say that they've also put a seal on their minds when that's implied in the verse as well?
Why does it say what?
They put Allah has put a seal on their minds as well. It doesn't explicitly say that. So my question is why?
Why does it say mind? Only say heart.
Yeah. Why does it not say mind as well?
Oh, that's good. The Quran does not mention mind. Quran always mention hearts. Reason basically is that all the will and decision of the people comes from the heart. Mind think, but then mind passes on the information to the heart, and then heart decides. So like for example, your mind knows smoking is bad, but you keep smoking. Why? Because your heart says don't care. I love smoking. So heart says, the heart has desire to, even if you really understand, it doesn't work out. Because Allah has made the heart center for the will. So the will comes from there. So if the will is not there, mind says that people know everything. People have got all the knowledge. People know that cheating is bad. But keep cheating because they love it. So if the will is not formed, whatever your mind says, you don't do. Like for example, I'm putting my hand. You ask me to move it, I'm not moving. If Allah says move, I'm not going to move. Anybody says I'm not going to move. When I'll move, when I will. That's how Allah has made the human being. Allah has made human being that you listen to your will, that He wants to give you freedom. And will is formed by your heart. not mind. Mind only passes the information. So that why Quran, instead of saying thinking and mind, what Quran says is that they don't have the sources of the information, eye and ear pocket functioning properly, and the place which make decision, the heart, does not function properly. So heart is the one. So heart does not mean physical heart. Some people in the heart basically means the place where the will is formed. So that if will is not formed, the problem in the world actually is not you have got strength and power. No, the real problem is the will. Not that if you are strong, you give up smoking. No, it is will. If you have will, even the thin, very weak, you can give up. It always will. Difference between two people is not so much about the physical strength. Between two people, the real difference is the will. People who work in the exam very hard, will. Somebody wants to work very hard, get the good marks and this, so they work hard. Other person very healthy, but does not because there's no will. If the will is not there, people don't do things. So that's why the Quran keeps mentioning the heart, because that is which make form the will. So if there's no will, nothing will happen. So if people have will, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides them. Then he actually makes things easier.
وَإِذَا جَاءَهُمْ أَمْرٌ مِّنَ الْأَمْنِ أَوِ الْخَوْفِ أَذَاعُوا بِهِ وَلَوْ رَدُّوهُ إِلَى الرَّسُولِ وَإِلَى أُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْهُمْ لَعَلِمَهُ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَنبِطُونَهُ مِنْهُمْ وَلَوْلَا فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَتُهُ لَاتَّبَعْتُمُ الشَّيْطَانَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا